We're back.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is going to be our third episode, and our guest today is Zio.
Hello.
Hi. We're so
Thank
excited to
you.
have you.
Thank you for having me. I can't believe you asked me, honestly, but I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, you're one of my favorites. I love hearing you sing, and I wanted to be able to talk to you about yourself.
Yeah.
Want to know about you. So, that being said, when we were discussing like coming in here to record this, I asked you to tell me a little bit about yourself, like your background story or whatever. And one really interesting thing you said was that you're a closeted painter and dancer. And I want to know everything about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, my brother is a painter, and everybody in my family actually has like some sort of creative outlet, right? And that was just really important for our family. Like music just felt like it was at the forefront of our lives in like every way.
Very cool.
And painting didn't really happen until like way later. Like once I was in my 20s, and my sister actually started a little wine and like a
like
sip
a
and paint
sip and
night.
paint.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I still haven't done. Have you done one of those?
I have not, and I really want to.
Oh my
Genuinely
God,
want
they
to.
are
need to do
leveling up the sip and paint nights. Let me tell you, I was like Googling them recently because my friend was like, let's go to one.
Yeah.
And I jokingly like sent her one that said like, guys, sip and paint. So I guess like guys are just like walking like around shirtless, just like giving you like
Wait, are you painting? Is it like a painting class where you paint the guys
Okay, see,
while
I'm
sipping
not-
the wine?
I'm not sure. I didn't delve that deep into it. I was just like, honestly, like once I saw the guys shirtless in their abs, I was like, what is this?
That's definitely a level up, though.
We need
get
to
what
know.
you're saying.
Definitely a level up. Yeah.
That sounds so LA too, honestly.
What's going on there?
That's
We
a
need-
It really
very
is,
LA
right?
thing.
We
Like,
need
how
more
can we make
information.
sip and
Absolutely.
paint
I'll
more?
send you guys
like,
the link.
yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, so she started sip and paint nights, and I was just like assisting her and doing some like promos and like just doing like little assistant things here and there. And she kind of just opened the floodgates to just me enjoying like just I don't know, like I just always really enjoyed a blank canvas, whether that be like a blank sheet of paper to just like journal and like all of that. So once I connected to a canvas, I was just like, oh my God, this is so much fun. But I haven't gotten to the point where like I can share my art with people.
Yeah, that's
That's like really intimate for
private,
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
like
sure.
I'm scared.
Do you
Hence
paint
the
like
closeted.
Yeah,
that's
Gotcha.
true.
exactly.
Do you paint like landscapes or objects or a little bit of everything?
Mostly like mostly landscapes and kind of just like random shapes that just
Ooh.
like feel like something.
Cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I always had this like weird nightmare of this like big yellow ball that just like expanded until it like filled the entire room that I was in and would like squish me. And so like I don't know why, just like shapes just really like are in my head all the time.
Yeah.
So it was just like a really fun outlet
Yeah.
to express myself and kind of I haven't had those dreams in a really long time.
Help you gain
Interesting.
some control.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah. It's weird how that happens,
Wow,
but
big yellow. Because yellow is actually, isn't yellow supposed to be like a calming color?
The thing that I know about yellow is that it is the solar plexus, I believe, chakra. And I believe it is the color of personal power,
Interesting.
oh my gosh.
I think.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I might need to delve more
Right?
into this.
That there
dream.
definitely has to be something behind that, especially if it's like a recurring dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fascinating.
Oh my God, you guys are making me want to like
What about the dancing? What type style of dance do you
Yeah,
do?
where,
Yeah.
what kind?
Yeah.
Where, what kind? Okay, well, like dancing is also just like one of those deep rooted things. Like music, super important to my family. So like every birthday, every holiday, we would go to my uncle's house and we would just like enjoy the festivities. And my mom was just the most enthusiastic dancer. And she just like instilled that in me in a way that like she never really let me sit down and chill. She always needed a dance partner and I was her dance partner. So she would just like pull me out of my chair and just, like get me on the dance floor and
I love it.
we would just like dance and dance. And that was just like it still is, one of those moments that I really am so appreciative of her for. And so I essentially just dance a lot of cumbia, salsa, lots of like hip hop, but I'm not great at hip hop by any means. I just try.
Yeah.
So like, you just gotta try.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to salsa and cumbia, that's like where I live. Like you put a song on and I just can't help but like
That's so awesome.
dance. So where is anywhere?
Yeah.
Love that
Music is
answer.
at.
The kitchen.
Exactly.
The club.
Exactly. That one is not so much closeted because I will just dance and,
Yeah.
and enjoy myself. And the older I get, the more I want to like have that I don't give a fuck attitude and like just enjoy myself and feel my body and allow my body to do whatever it wants to do, and
Yeah.
those ways of expressing myself, like it does bring me into myself and like allows me to just appreciate myself.
Yeah. Good.
But yeah, lots of cumbia, lots of salsa, and just delving into hip hop now. So
Do you like go to like a class, like a hip hop class, and then like learn a little?
yeah,
Number
just
or
like
whatever.
like a little 1-2 here and there, or like YouTube is a great
Oh, yeah,
resource,
for
and
sure.
for someone like me, like I've always been a little like I've always had like a little bit of social anxiety, so going to a class is really hard for me, and I
Sure.
like to be prepared.
Totally understand that.
Do they make you go across the floor? That was always like my
hard.
terror.
That's hard.
Dude,
Like,
right? Like,
they
Across
don't
the
still
floor.
make you do that, like at our age, right?
no.
Okay, good.
I've been
Because
to
I haven't
one.
been for that specific reason.
I've been to one hip hop dance class in my adult life, or like recently. It's probably 5 or so years ago, and they just taught a little routine, and obviously the people who were more experienced could pick it up a lot more quickly, but it was
Yeah.
still something that was accessible, and I was able to retain, most of it. I was able
Yeah.
to do most of it, but
Okay,
it's
that's
really
cool.
fun. It's really
Yeah,
so
it
much
looks
fun.
fun. I
Yeah.
I think I was
Yeah.
scarred from like
I don't blame
child
you.
dance classes
Yeah.
of like having to solo across the like,
Yeah.
no, don't look at me.
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel
It's
that
like,
for sure.
I'm trying to learn this, but please don't make me show you.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's why I guess that's why I did say closeted to both of those things, right? Because those are two things that I feel like I don't want anybody's opinions on, I want to
Right.
just like
Yeah.
live my life and be free to do what I please,
Yes.
Which that's going to lead me to a little, I love how, so Britt actually shared with me your response when she had asked you like in text form, like a little bit about yourself to get us prepared for today.
Yeah.
You had said, quote, that by day, I'm in managerial accounting for an international construction material distributor. And the general goal in this role is to ensure gross profits. And how I interpreted that was like, your general goal is to make lots of money. Boom.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I
No,
just
exactly.
loved how you said
boss.
that. So yeah, it's so boss and just so like so professionally worded, but like in parentheses, like I'm here to make a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah, without necessarily telling you. That
Yeah. Right. Telling us like the details. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I think like I don't know. This is one of those things that does get me like a little emotional because uh, I came from like, just not much.
Yeah.
My mom started out in Koreatown in like this really tiny apartment and with like 3 kids and just herself and just working really hard to give us everything that we needed and wanted. My dad used to sell fruit out of a cart just so that he could like buy me a prom dress. So it makes me really thankful and it makes me really want to work hard so that I could provide for them
Yeah.
and provide for myself so that they don't have to worry about me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's so beautiful. I
is
love
so
that.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that.
So yeah, that's what your days look like.
Yeah.
And we know a little bit what your nights look like since Britt found you.
I'm so happy
which
she
bar
found
did
me.
you guys meet?
We met at Gold Rail.
Oh, it's always
Gold Rail.
Gold Rail. Gold Rail's
Gold Rail
Dude,
comes up a lot
okay.
for the
too.
podcast.
Yeah, like Gold Rail's such a sweet place. And like
Yeah, it's cozy.
it's so cozy. It's very different. It's divey, but it's not.
It's a
It's not
dive
seedy.
cocktail
Yeah.
bar,
Yeah.
which is like, I tell that to people and I'm like, they make amazing cocktails,
They
but they're
do.
really reasonably priced.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
it's so great.
Yeah, and they're always coming up with new things. They're there for like their customer base, you know? Like they are always trying to figure out things for their customers to do that are fun.
Yeah.
And like they know that they're mostly like locals, right?
Right.
And
A lot of
all
people
us-
walk there.
A lot of people walk there. Like people are so safe, you know?
Yeah.
And I actually met one of my closest friends there. She just like was super lit and came up to me and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And we both found out that we like climb at the same gym of all things. And yeah, our friendship just blossomed from there. My partner and I actually have been dating together longer than Gold Rail has been there.
Okay.
So like we would drive by it and it used to be this like really dingy looking bar, and then all of a sudden one day it just like magically was Gold Rail. Yeah. I remember Josh like looking and like, "Wait, that looks nice. What is that?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, let's go."
Well, I found
Brett?
Gold Rail because I started hosting there. It was my second night that I got. And I'm just so grateful and excited about it because that's how this idea was even born, was at Gold Rail.
Yeah.
And that's how I met
true.
you. And that's how I met several other people that we plan on having on the show.
Yeah.
The show, the podcast. I don't know what you call that. So tell us more, please, about your experience with karaoke and like, you know, what it means to you, how long you've been doing it, a little bit about your background with karaoke.
Before I met you, I went to one karaoke room in like Koreatown.
Yeah, like a private room.
Yeah, called like Max's or something. And that was so much fun.
Just like with a group of friends.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
like a little room, and it was like comfortable. And I never really went again because like I'm not gonna go all the way over there, you know?
Right.
But then you showed up, and it was just like one random Sunday, and that was really my in on karaoke, and I'm there almost every Sunday.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't know that.
So
That's
yeah,
exciting.
Yeah. I actually didn't really get that into karaoke. I love singing in the shower and in the car. I'm sure a lot of, like a lot of us do. And yeah, but my partner, again, he loves singing. He was a performer, and he just like was so excited about karaoke that
Yeah,
he
he's a
would
great
just,
singer too. Both of you
yeah.
guys are great singers. I love
That's
you.
so
when you
fun
guys
Yeah.
to have a partner that will do that with you.
Oh
Because
my gosh, he's the one that dragged me there and continued dragging me there. Like, really, for me, karaoke, I was so scared.
oh,
Like,
sure.
I was, again, like, I always had these like minor like social anxieties that I was just like, I don't want to be in front of people. I don't want to do this. But like, honestly, karaoke really kind of got me out of another shell and like forced me to face a little bit of a fear,
Yeah,
and
That's
just like,
awesome.
yeah, being in front of people or even doing this podcast. Like, this is so crazy that you specifically have like really gotten me out of my shell, and like you don't even know it.
I didn't know that.
You
I had no
didn't know
idea.
it.
She has that
Exciting.
effect on people.
She really does, yeah. And I went to her birthday and she just had like a cute little group of all of the karaoke folk, and I was just like,
The regular,
"Oh."
wait, what do you call them?
Yeah,
The
regulars. Yeah,
The
regulars.
regulars, yeah, it was
I
so
love that.
sweet.
So many people from karaoke came. It was so sweet. It made me feel very loved.
You are loved, yeah. You are loved.
I agree.
Thank you. It was
What's
very
your
sweet.
favorite artist or genre, or like when you're picking a song?
Oh my gosh. When I'm picking a song, I pick something that's like comfortable for my voice. And usually I pick things that like I just know, like innately know. And those are songs that like my mom would sing in the car. So
Like Disco Round, perhaps?
yeah,
I loved when you
absolutely.
sang that.
Like,
It's
I love
what's
the
Disco
nightlife.
Round?
Disco Round is I love the nightlife.
Oh, wait, it's called Disco Round?
In parentheses, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that song.
Yeah.
She signed up for that the other night, and I was like, oh my
Such a
gosh.
good choice.
Yes.
I like remember that music video so vividly in my head.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember being a child and the woman that sings that song just
Alicia Bridges.
she just looked older in my mind. And I was like, oh, what a fun lady. She's just like, out there like a booger. I just always was like attracted to that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's a great
absolutely.
choice.
Thank you.
So fun.
Thank you. Yeah, that's something my mom would have for sure picked, and it just
Yeah, it's definitely a
like-
mom song.
Yeah, so like I don't know, and then like Selena,
Totally. I love when you sing Selena
thank
so
you.
much.
I freaking love singing Selena because it feels like home for my like.
I will say, because some people are, like I said, regulars that come regularly, there are songs that I hear in my head in my normal life, but I hear them in their voice. And I will say, See Una Vez, I hear you sing in my head. I hear your voice. When I hear that song, I always just hear your version of it.
Oh my god!
Like there's a few songs that I have like that like I don't know. I don't hear the original recording anymore. I hear my friend singing it,
that's
and
so
for Sienna
sweet.
Vez, I hear your voice all the time in my head. Yeah.
That's the song. Wait, we're playing that song, right? Oh yeah, we plan to play that at the top of this episode.
Lovely.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we
the
have
very
a
beginning,
that's
right?
like how we're opening this
Yeah, I think so.
episode is with that.
I
that
appreciate
track.
that because Selena's my girl.
Yeah, we're gonna open with that for the episode.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Speaking of songs, I don't know if there was a reason behind this. So she has a bunch of recordings of you for this particular show. And one is Bad Fish by Sublime.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I wasn't familiar with that song at all. And then she was playing it, and I'm a very like lyrically driven
Me too, yeah.
person. And so I was like, wait a second, we need to look up these lyrics. Like, what is she saying? Like, what is this about? And I was just generally curious
Yeah.
if there was any reason behind choosing that song, or you just like Sublime and you like that song, or
I will say that like every song that I pick, it's because I have like a minor connection to it, Like
Yeah.
in Sublime, Bad Fish, and like I sing Santeria all the time too, but those two songs just were a part of like my angsty phase, you know? And it just like takes me back to like a moment in which like I don't know, it was like, what are your teens, you know? There it's like dark but also fun, and I lived in LA, so like it just felt very LA. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like Sublime just felt very LA for me. But Badfish specifically, I know the lyrics are kind of weird. Like it's essentially just talking about a fish, right?
Yeah. I'm really heady though, so I was like, is the fish a metaphor like about life and like I don't know.
Right? And that's what I think of it. Like
Yeah.
I haven't Googled it and looked it up, but every time that I sing it, I'm also very like lyrically driven, and every time I sing it, I like feel it. And something about like that song does evoke like some emotion within me, and like I think that's because of the lyrics, you know? Like they're talking about something, they're seemingly like just talking about a fish that's like, I don't know, like hiding under a rock or something. But
He's stuck on the reef.
yeah, there you go. He's stuck on the reef, and like aren't we all kind of stuck on the reef
Yeah.
at some point? Like, and it's our like it's what we do with that moment that like just changes things. So I don't know. It does just like take me back to a place. And whenever I listen to it, I'm just really appreciative of where I'm at now. Because, you know, memories.
Yeah, journey.
Yeah, journey,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, you mentioned that you were in LA when you were having your teen angst. So did you grow up here? How long have you been here?
Oh my God, yeah, I was born and raised in LA.
Okay, I didn't know
Another
that.
one.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, Brian as
was
well.
Brian, yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
know that either.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we started out in Koreatown, and then we eventually moved into the San Fernando Valley. And now I'm like, you know, now I'm in Glendale. So.
Yeah. And it was growing up, it's you, your mom, your dad, and you have 2 siblings, is that right?
I don't know if we want to get into my family because it's a little complicated.
Got it. That's quite all right.
Yeah.
That's
So, you know,
okay.
I got my 2 parents, but I also have what the kids these days are calling a bonus mom.
Oh,
And she's just my mom. I like love my stepmom. She's been a part of my life like all my life. So I have 2 moms, a dad, and an older sister and 3 older brothers.
oh, 3 older brothers.
3 older brothers.
Wow.
Are you the youngest? Mm-hmm. Ah.
I am the youngest. I actually was gonna like mention that a lot of my music preferences came from, you know, these people. Like
Right.
they introduced me to like all the music that I knew then, you know? So my dad really loved Elvis. My mom really loved like, I don't know, my mom really loved reggaeton. So like she was really about all of that. And then Roxy, my sister, like loved R&B, and that's like kind of where I stay. But my brothers were really into like that angsty type of music, you know, like some of the Bob Dylan, and like I remember my brother introducing me to Morrissey, and I was like,
Nice.
oh my God, what is this? You know, and my dad is a pastor. I remember one time he like came across my notebook, and I had the lyrics of like Ouija board in my notebook, and my dad was like, what is this satanic?
Oh,
da, da, da.
yes. Ouija boards were not allowed in my house either.
No,
Yeah, no,
yeah, not even the
definitely not in
word
your
Ouija
house,
board on a
definitely not.
notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No way.
Some weird stuff.
So your dad is a pastor or was a pastor?
Yeah, he was. He's not anymore, but like
Wow.
he does, you know, practice his faith
Yeah.
continuously, and
Catholic?
Christian.
Christian. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We come from religious backgrounds as well. So
Separate
we feel you.
religious backgrounds.
Different,
Yeah.
different but similar.
Different journeys.
Yeah.
I feel like your influence from your family shows up in your karaoke choices because you're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
You
best
do
way
all-
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You do all different kinds of things.
Thank you.
And I love that. Because there are people who kind of stick with their genre or stick with their like 2 or 3 artists
Yeah,
or something. So I think it's really fun when you sing things that are all different genres and decades.
Yeah.
And I always find that very impressive of like your music knowledge, you know?
Oh, thank you.
And we're not here to talk about Josh, but Josh similarly, he does the same thing. He knows so much.
Yeah.
You guys both are.
Yeah, and
So-
that's how we connected. I think like our first date, he told me that like every single song that was going off on the in the bar that we were at, like I was singing along to it, and I didn't even realize that like literally
so
I was
great.
mouthing the lyrics to like every single song that night, and he was like, "That's one of the things that I
That
just
drew
like."
him to
Yeah, and I was like,
That's so
"Oh,
sweet.
stop,
I love
thanks."
it.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, but great observation. Yeah, because like it really is my my family that like introduced me to all of these
Yeah.
things.
So you have
and-
this real eclectic
yeah
taste.
Yeah, and I love it. Like I'm so appreciative that they all kind of shared that with me, because I mean, there's so much music out there.
Oh, yeah.
So like
Yeah.
find what brings you joy, and a lot of it brings me joy. A lot of it doesn't too, but like but yeah.
I feel like music is like my coffee. Like when I wake up in the morning, I need to put music on to be able to like start the tone of my day.
Yeah.
Like then the coffee obviously helps with all the
Yeah.
things that coffee does. But like I do need music like to set the tone, to set the mood.
Right?
Yeah.
And it like, because you said like you're lyrically driven, I wonder what types of like music choices you go for in the morning, you know?
Yeah, you know what? In the morning, because the brain, that's pre-coffee.
Yeah,
remember?
so you're not really
So it's not lyrically. I've been like listening to a lot of 80s in the morning lately. Actually,
Ooh,
I don't know
okay.
why.
80s on 8.
80s, stop it. Yes, 80s on 8.
XM radio plugged.
Duh, 80s on 8. It's like 80s on 8 in the morning and 90s on 9 in the evening.
Okay, wow. I'm a 60s on 6, 70s on 7 kind of girl.
Nice.
Those are my 2 main stations, actually.
Yeah.
So
Thank
that's
you,
funny.
SiriusXM, for sponsoring this episode.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Even a little 50s on 5.
Yeah, I love. You could just hop around.
Yeah.
Seriously, Sinatra making some dinner.
Tom Petty radio.
Get it.
Love it. We're big fans. We didn't know, but we are. We just
I was
found
always
out
a
we're
big fan
fans.
of After Hours. After Hours.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have Brian's voice. I can't do it.
Wait, you just reminded me of that other famous woman DJ radio host. Oh my gosh.
Laura Schlesinger.
Delilah.
Oh, Delilah.
Yeah, have you ever heard Delilah?
No, I haven't heard
It's all like
Delilah.
love-based,
Oh my gosh.
relationship-based music.
Delilah is a mood, man.
Such a
I'll have
mood.
to-
Do you have Delilah on the West Coast? Maybe you guys don't have
Oh, yeah.
her.
It might not have been out here. It might
Might
have been on
an
the East Coast.
thing.
I'll
Yeah.
explain it more later.
Okay,
It's-
lovely. Please. Thank you.
It's not easy to explain at this
No,
moment.
not really. Yeah. But delightful.
What's next, Court?
Well, we kind of have hopped around a little bit. You mention in that like big chunk of amazing text that you sent Britt that you were on a healing journey. Would you like to dive into that, or maybe?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I already mentioned some social anxieties.
We can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm really glad that everybody is being a little bit more honest about their mental health.
Yeah.
I think that's a post-COVID thing, honestly.
Absolutely. And
Do you
I
agree?
appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because like we all went through something collectively.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can all connect through this one
Yeah.
thing. And I'm really appreciative that at the very least, mental health came out at the forefront of
Totally.
this whole
Yeah.
thing. But my healing journey, yeah, well, this one's kind of tough because I do want to open up to people and just feel a little bit more connected with people. But that's always been a little hard for me to do. I was bullied a lot in my formative years, and I came out of that really thinking like, why me? And that'll absolutely, come out here and there. And so figuring out how to like live in this world that is so hard, like people are just so mean and really feel, I don't know what it is that like drives people to act in such a like rude way.
Cool.
But I think because I'm like a smaller person, I kind of tend to I'm also a people pleaser. I'm also like, there's like lots of things that just have come with being a Latina in a small Latina that I just don't really align with. Like I'm not necessarily the traditional type of person, and I want to be seen for who I am, not who X, Y, and Z are and have been, and express themselves or whatever. And I'm trying to find ways of expressing myself in an open and honest way where I don't worry that much about what people think of me. And so I've really been focused on like going to therapy and focusing
Yay,
on
therapy.
my
Love
therapy. Shout out to Nicole. Love ya. That's my therapist.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you to Miriam, my therapist.
Yay. But yeah, like just being able to go to therapy is a privilege, and not
Absolutely.
everybody gets that chance. Not everybody can do it. And I'm very thankful of where I'm at right now and all the work that I've put in.
Absolutely.
I really don't think I would be able to like sit here with you guys if I.
I'm so
I
glad
wouldn't
that
able to
you
do
are,
that.
though.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
I am too. I'm really appreciative of like sitting here with you guys. Like you guys are such like sweet, positive people, and I'm so happy to have met you, Brett, and now you, Court. Like, it's just so nice, and it just like it shows me why I did this to begin with, right? Like why I pursued therapy and why I'm so about being there for myself.
Putting yourself
I
out
love
there.
that.
Yeah.
Getting in the car on Sunday night. Like
Absolutely.
Being there for
Just-
myself.
Yeah.
That's
Just
Getting
wonderful.
through
I
the
love that.
day,
Yeah.
you know?
I
Yeah.
get that.
It's
I truly
tough out
do.
here.
It is, man. It is.
Are you guys on healing journeys?
My gosh,
Where are
who
you guys
isn't, my
at?
friend? Who isn't?
Absolutely.
Like, we're both not from here. So
Yeah.
we like moving here. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Britt, but I feel that moving here is a part of our healing journeys
Yeah.
separately, but
Yeah.
not together.
Absolutely. I think that's such a hard thing to do, to like pick up and move somewhere that you've like,
Yeah.
this isn't your home.
No, it is now though.
Now it is,
Absolutely.
yeah.
No, absolutely.
We love LA so
We
much.
do. We really
Like,
do.
actually, what do you love about LA, if anything?
Ooh, what do I love
Like, what are your
about
favorite things about
LA?
LA?
What are my favorite things about LA? Dang, the weather.
Yeah, right?
The
Easy
weather,
answer.
like seriously, I mean,
Accurate
it's fall.
answer.
Yeah, it's fall and the sun is out, like the trees
74
are
degrees.
green. Yeah, like it's lovely. We have great hikes here. I am an outdoorsy person. I love to like climb and all of that stuff.
Do you climb outside?
Here and there, like
I would love to know like your spots, like if not now, then later, because I
absolutely.
love climbing myself. And when I saw that in your text, I was like, ooh, I have to ask
Oh my
her.
gosh, stop.
It's
Where
so
do
much
you
fun.
climb?
I haven't climbed since we've moved here, but we used to climb in a
No.
gym like in New
Okay.
York City, and I loved it. And I've climbed in Switzerland a couple times,
Oh my god.
but like I would love to know where you go, and
Yeah,
maybe we can climb
absolutely.
together.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I have a membership. You should come with
Yeah,
me.
I would love that.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. But yeah, Joshua Tree is great. You know, it's like
Ooh.
only 2 hours away. That's you know what? Actually, let me answer this. Like, I love LA. This is my home. This is where I grew up, and absolutely all of that. But I sometimes cannot stand the city. Like sometimes I really just
Yeah.
need to like disconnect from my phone, disconnect from this like the world, all of these people, and like really I love going camping and just like not having service and just like enjoying myself in the outdoors.
Off
Like
the grid.
off
So
the grid,
nice.
absolutely. Like I would rather be camping anywhere else.
I like it.
Yeah. But I love LA. I love LA. I love LA. Especially after they gave Bad Bunny like the key to the city. Hey.
Oh, they did?
He just won like a whole bunch of awards, or was nominated for like a
Yeah.
record number of awards last night.
Well, we just got some new Bad Bunny songs.
Hey, I saw
For
that. We were all
karaoke.
talking about that last night and I was like, I am not gonna do a Bad Bunny song. Like I do not have that in me. I will leave that up to him. No, I'll practice.
Well, it's available, folks. If anybody wants it, it's there.
Yes.
It's new.
Cool, you guys are
Just
keeping up
got
with
it.
the
I would
hit.
die if somebody actually did that. Like, please sing Bad Bunny.
In the
Like,
past,
I'm
I've
so
had people
excited.
request it, which is why we have it in the book now. So somebody
Really?
will sing it one day.
I'm
Yeah, someone
excited.
will.
I'm excited.
Whoever requested it's going to see it and sing it. I
You're
have
gonna be
Try to
so
sing
happy
it.
too.
Oh, we want to know all about your plant momness.
Please teach us your ways.
Tell us everything about your plants. Do you get them from a certain place? Do you get them from
Ooh.
all over?
How do you keep them alive?
How do we not kill them?
Yes.
Okay, great questions. My house doesn't get a lot of like great lighting, so I have a lot of grow lights around.
Okay. See, learning
yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Grow
We need-
lights, bro.
we need to
You could
upgrade our
get them
plant
on Amazon. They're great. Or like if you just go to any like Home Depot or something like that, they'll have even just like
They're like purple, right?
yeah, purple or yellow. They have some pink ones. So like I even like what it does to my space because like the purple lighting
right,
is so
yeah.
nice. Yeah,
that's true.
I just imagined that. I'm like, that's actually awesome. a
it's
purple
so
light.
nice. Yeah, it's really nice. I'll send you guys the link to some of the grow lights that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where do I get them from? I get them from a little bit like all over. One thing I love about LA is our flea markets. We have
Yes.
great
Oh,
flea
that's true.
markets.
Absolutely.
And I love supporting, you know, small businesses. So flea markets are a great place to purchase. My friend is always doing pop-ups. Her plant store is called like Terracotta something or other. Dang, I need to...
We'll make it pop up on the
Thank
screen.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. But there's also a place called Sarah Cotta. It's so cute. And she literally has the nicest plant store and everything is at a really like lovely price. I bought
Really?
yeah, I bought this fiddle leaf.
Fiddle leaf fig.
Yes, girl.
I love my fiddle leaf fig. I don't
Yes.
water or touch or even look at it because I'm
Good.
afraid to.
That's how you're
My
supposed to.
husband takes care of it. But I love it.
I was
Well,
gonna
it's
say, like,
beautiful.
that's what fiddle leaves need. Like, they need
Nothing.
nothing. Like, you're supposed to water them maybe like once a month, if that. And then like clean their leaves. And you're not supposed to move them. They're a creature of habit, so they like to stay within the same like confines. If you like move them around your house because like a leaf fell off and you think it needs more light, like it doesn't. It's just acclimating to its space and just needs to like sit there and chill.
So wise.
I know. More. Tell what else? What
I
other
feel
plants
like-
do you love and like are easy to take care of?
And are easy to take care of. I mean, pathos are like super easy. Those like veiny ones, right? And you could propagate them like nobody's business. Like you could literally. I love them because I like to give them away as like gifts. I'll like
yeah.
propagate them and just like pops them in a little.
They're the ones that like grow and kind of drape. And yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I have not had good luck with those.
yeah.
Do they
and you
not need a
haven't?
lot of water either?
No. Really, like, you probably shouldn't water your plants that often.
Given over water.
Yeah, like that root rot is my nemesis. And like if you overwater, it'll happen so quickly.
Yeah.
Got
It'll
you.
happen so quickly. But if any of your plants do get root rot, you can totally hit me up and I will help you.
Ooh, good to know.
Zio's gonna help us make our plants live.
Absolutely. I'm here for it because plants just like provide us with so much, and I truly feel like plant care is self-care. So like when you take care of your plants, you're kind of taking care of yourself. It's like this really peaceful moment between you and your plant. My friends make fun of me because I talk to my plants and I'm just like, oh, you're so
supposed
cute. You're so
to.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like my dog will get jealous because I'm like talking to my plants and not her. So, yeah, and like oxygen and just all of
Yeah,
that
they
wonderful
clean
stuff,
the air,
Yeah,
just bring
and it just
joy.
like feels more homey. Your home just feels a little bit more homey, and like you just like pop some grow lights if you don't have any like good lighting. Like I really don't have. Come over to my house. You'll see like it's a dark, dingy place. I mean, it's not dingy. It's beautiful, but
Just
but
dark.
it is dark.
Not a lot of
She's
natural light.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So grow lights, man, grow lights. And definitely maybe not watering like every other day. Like don't do that. Like never water every other day. Maybe like once a week or bi-weekly, and always stick your finger in the soil.
See if it's damp.
Yeah, or you could even get yourself like a water meter. They have those where like you just stick the water meter all the way inside and it'll tell you if it's like
Low.
wet or if it's like dry, and if it's dry then you give some water. If it's not, then you don't.
I noticed that when I stopped watering my succulents as often, like 3 of them grew new little arms, like whole new arms of like flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
Little
succulents are so
flowers.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And it just like blew me away. I was like, oh, I somehow did it right
Yeah.
this time.
They're happy. They're so
Absolutely.
happy.
Yeah.
And this is why I say like plant care is self-care, because you see a plant that looks like it's about to die and like you're not doing anything to it, and then somehow it just like looks better. Like it's a testament to like resilience, and plants are just so resilient. It really takes a lot to kill a plant. Like it really does take a lot. Some people will just like give up and they think that like the plant is completely dead, but like really just some TLC and like you're good. But like I think that it's like a nice little reminder, you give yourself some TLC and like
And time.
yeah, and time, and you'll grow. Yeah.
And water. Hydrate.
Absolutely, hydrate. Should we hydrate
Hydration,
right
yeah.
now? Oh, you didn't.
I
you don't
didn't
have
bring
any
mine
water?
over. I left mine in the car.
Yeah.
So important.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like what we had at least written down. What time is it? My computer just died.
5:48. We're good on time. what about this question? What's something that you're optimistic about or look forward to?
Okay, this one tripped me up.
It's
Yeah,
difficult. It's not an easy
heady.
question.
It's not an easy question. And like being optimistic, sometimes people like put you down for being too optimistic. I am one of those people. I am like so optimistic to a fault. And like I'm also very like analytic. So like I'm constantly thinking. But when you're optimistic, like the realists will kind of just like, bring you
Yeah,
back
they'll
to
try at
reality.
least.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. So I really when I thought about this question, I'm optimistic and hopeful that everyone's healing journey will bring them to a place where kindness, care is a priority, towards yourself and towards other people. I think we all
Yeah.
need that right now. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I can be optimistic about that too. I'll join you in that.
Lovely,
And
yeah.
like just to circle back about COVID, I really do feel like it became just more of a public thing to say like, oh, I'm taking a mental health day, or like, oh, I'm just not feeling great today. Like,
I know so many of my, not so many, but several friends who had never been to therapy that because there were so many therapists online, people started being like, well, I can try that. I can do
Absolutely.
it that way. That's not that hard, And
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends that started their healing journeys, their therapy journeys during COVID because it became more accessible,
yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be such like a private. It's obviously a personal thing because it's inside of you, but I do appreciate and I am optimistic about the fact that now that it's a more publicly spoken about thing, that like people are more understanding and yeah, and therefore people will be able to get to their healing journeys maybe a little bit sooner now because there's more support even from
Absolutely.
people that you don't know me, now you do, and I am supporting you in your healing journey and
Right?
vice versa. So like, yeah, I think that's a great answer to that question. We knew it was heady when we asked you.
One of the songs that we're going to play on this episode is I'm Like a Bird.
Ooh.
Yeah, a recording of you singing that.
Hey.
Yeah. Do you have feelings about that song or what does that
Oh my God.
bring up for you?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I mean, I really have to like think about the song and the lyrics, but like, I'm like a bird. I want to fly away or something, right? I
Yeah.
don't know where my home is. Yeah, I connect so much with that song. And when I originally chose it to like sing that night, I had that intention because
Oh, yay.
yeah, because like it just is a sweet song about like your own personal growth and like I don't
Yeah.
know, it just I also like Nelly Furtado's voice. Oh wait, right? That's
Yeah, it's Nelly
Oh
Furtado.
my God, yeah. I was like, wait, am I?
Yeah.
No, but Nelly Furtado's voice is one of my favorites. And I love singing along with her in the car. And lyrically speaking, like I just when I was actually practicing the song for karaoke night, it brought me closer to that song and made me empathize a little bit more with myself and with the entire journey to get here because sometimes I do want to fly away and sometimes I don't know where my home is, but like sometimes you just find it.
You find it at Gold Rail
Yeah,
at the Brit Show on Sunday night. It's true though.
And then let's see. We talked about But I feel like there's one song that we didn't mention yet besides the oh, no, we already said Sienna Bez.
Oh, the one that we're thinking about ending with.
We were thinking of ending with you and Josh singing in the middle because you guys sang it together that night.
Oh my god.
So that's a possibility. We're not
Okay.
Yeah.
we're not set in stone on it yet because I have like 4 other recordings of you that we might choose or whatever. But
It did feel like when
in the
she-
middle felt like a fun
Yeah.
ending, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
There's kind of a light rolling theme with these songs.
absolutely.
Like it's very interesting how it worked out. Like just take some time in the after a while, everything will be just fine. Yeah, they're all about journeys.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's just where my head's at right now. I'm definitely a lot more focused on just being there for myself as a people pleaser. Like I've been so focused on like everybody else but me. Like I can't see myself going about my life like that anymore.
Love it.
So yeah, I think I definitely chose a lot of songs that were like a little bit more emotional. But now thinking of it about it, like, no, you say what you were gonna say.
I was just going to say, what is the Univez about? I don't actually know. I've never looked it up.
Oh, that's a great question.
Ooh, let's see. Si una vez dije que te amaba, hoy me arrepiento. It's like if I told you that I loved you, like now I realize like what that means.
How lovely.
Yeah, I think thank you for asking that. It's such a good question. I didn't know what that song. Yeah.
Yeah. Si una vez dije que te amaba, hoy me arrepiento. Si una vez dije que te amaba, no sé lo que pensé, estaba loca. I didn't know what I was thinking. I was crazy. It's really just like a breakup song.
Wow.
Oh, it's a breakup song.
Yeah.
So she's saying, I told you I loved you, but I didn't know what I was saying.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
I told you I loved you, but now I realize like who you are and I don't need it.
Ooh. Strong. It's powerful.
That's what Selena is. She's strong.
yeah.
She's powerful and like she
As are you, Zio. Like,
Thank you.
honestly,
Thank you.
thank you for sharing like part of your life's journey with us today. Like,
Thank you.
I'm
I
glad we're opening with
appreciate
that song.
Yeah, that's the right one
Without
for
even
sure.
knowing that that's what it was about. Like, yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Well, is there anything else you want to add in our last moments here? You don't have to have anything, just giving you the floor if you have any thoughts.
Well, I do just want to thank you guys for having me and being so like
Yeah, of course. We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
We're like
thank
super
you.
excited. Yeah.
thank you. I really was at some point like, why did they pick me? But like also like, why wouldn't you pick me?
Yeah, turn around, girl. You're so. I promise you.
Exactly.
Like when she shared with me your responses and just a little bit, the little bit that she knew about you already, I promise you, I was like, this girl sounds so cool. Like I'm so excited to talk to her.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
no
Thank
duh,
you. Thank
that
you.
we picked you. Like, or Brit for that matter. Brit's
Thank
like
you.
handpicking all of these
Appreciate it.
unique
I wasn't
people.
fishing. I just wanted to say thank you.
No, we say thank you.
Yeah,
and you're our
truly.
first lady guest.
Yeah,
so we're
that's
excited about that.
Appreciate it. Rolled up in my Skims.
Skims, thanks for sponsoring us.
Another sponsor
You
of
can
this
send us
episode.
all
Skim.
packages of the Skims. Thanks.
We're happy
Thanks,
to
Kim.
discuss.
Yeah. No, just really appreciative. Actually, Britt, because I did open up, and I do want to thank you specifically. I mean, you had no idea what you were doing walking in there for me.
I had no idea.
But I do really appreciate you because it did like break down a lot of walls for me.
That's so sweet. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
I'm so glad. The magic of karaoke, folks.
It's true.
It's
That's
true.
why we're
It's
here.
It is
true.
very healing. A lot of people say the same thing, that it's therapy for them.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. And I'm one of those people. I believe that karaoke is therapy. And I'm probably going to say that on like every single episode, because it's just
It's
the most
true.
common through line is like, it just helps you get so much out.
Yeah.
And
You're connecting to things that
Yeah.
I didn't even realize I was connecting to, like in picking those songs that
Yeah.
night or whatever. Like I
Yeah.
really didn't realize.
Consciously. Yeah. Totally. But it's also about the tone and the environment that you are making, Brit, in these bars that you are
thank you.
hosting. Like because karaoke isn't always such an inviting environment,
Yeah.
but it really has a lot to do with you and the way that you make people feel so comfortable to get up there and perform.
Thank you. I
Absolutely.
do hope for that. That's my dream, is for everyone to feel comfortable on the mic and to know that it's all about having fun and getting out whatever you need to get out, you know?
For sure.